Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Caffeinated Dino, and today we're continuing Arcade Spirits. We are on level 4, I believe? Last time we went to our first gaming convention, the MAX, which is a giant arcade expo of some sort, and we promoted our upcoming event, which we named Extravaganza, because I'm terrible at naming things on the spot, and that's what I came up with. So let's see how our character's doing today. I can't see what I'm dancing to the chiptune. Level 4, player versus player. Oh no, is there conflict? Who we fighting? I don't want to fight nobody. It is the future year 20XX, and this is my hour. Max has come and gone, and we're hoping a good number of the folks we reached out to there will be here today at my big event. Extravaganza. This is a make or break moment for me. My chance to put the Funplex on the map. My chance to make something more of this job than a 9 to 5, vacuuming the carpet and looking for missing ski balls. My chance to prove to myself that I can do this. Everybody's counting on me to bring in the customers and keep them coming back for more. Without that, we're constantly at risk of the Funplex shutting down. So, no pressure or anything. Here I am in the break room, sucking myself up, watching the clock. Once the little hand hits a 10 and the big hand hits a 12, Extravaganza is a go. I don't want to be nervous. I don't want to be freaking out like I was at Max. I want to face this with absolute confidence. But, well, sadly, I'm me and not someone else. And those old instincts to assume that everything will go wrong, those feelings are still hanging on. It's almost time to go. Are you ready? No? Yes? You know what? Let's go with yes, even if it's no. Relax, you're a people person. Go out there and be a person of the people.
Yeah.
I'll be behind you every step of the way. I thought you were planning to hide in your workshop. Well, turn your back to the door and I'll technically be behind you. And drop by now and then to keep me company, maybe? But definitely focus on the event. It's your big day. Good luck. 10 o'clock. Time to do this. You can do this, Louie. And you know what? Even if the family curse makes you fail miserably and crash and burn, at least you can say you took an honest whack at it. You never succeed if you don't at least take a few whacks. With that settled, I pushed through the door and out into the arcade. Let's be honest, we'll probably get maybe a dozen randos anyway. No big deal, right? And that is not a dozen randos. That is considerably more than a dozen randos. Wait, why am I panicking? This is a good problem to have. We wanted a big crowd for the event. Okay, it's more folks to wrangle, but I can do this. I can do this. I step out in front of the crowd, waving for attention. Hey! Hey everyone! Briefly, I look down to make sure I'm wearing pants, unlike my nightmares about public speaking. Welcome everyone to Extravaganza at Francine's Arcade Funplex. We got some awesome things in store for you today. I'll go over the basics, then we can get this party started. First, the token machines will be spitting out extra tokens when you buy $5 or more of them, so make the most of it. Second, the Fizz of Discomfort Tournament. We're streaming it live on Queen Bee's channel. Sign up or at the prize desk. See the giant pink flamingo for details. Third, a high score contest for nearly every other game in the arcade. Register your 3 little initials of Gavin at the desk to join in. Whoever holds the top score at the end of the day gets a trophy and tokens. We're planning a monthly high score challenge leaderboard, so let's get that started. Fourth, Teo will be managing a Showtime stage tournament. For those of you eager to get your groove on, go see him. Fifth, I can confirm the rumors. We're going to have Magical Moon Cuties playable on the floor today. The Funplex is home to the indies. Finally, in a few minutes I'll be revealing a new rare game. Only a few prototypes were ever made, and today you'll get to play one of them. Although things were on the flyers and the promotional website and so on, needing to point by point was kind of redundant. They're ready to go. But I should pump the crowd up a bit, get them excited. Can't half-ass this either. This one. The Funplex is meant to be fun for all. Casual gamer or core gamer, young or old, retro or modern. We want everyone to have a blast. Even if you don't walk away with a trophy, you'll be walking out here with memories of time well spent with these great games and the great people you'll meet today. So anything we can do to make sure you're having fun, you let us know. And we hope you come back to the Funplex again to capture the magic moments you'll experience today. On behalf of the Funplex, thank you for joining us at Extravaganza. Now, let's get gaming. Yep, that got them excited. Right, okay, now, it's time to reveal our new rare game and get this show underway. Gavin and Naomi wheel the tarp-covered game out from the back room. Excitement builds in the crowd as it's pushed into place. My friends, I give you Wyvern Keep! A rare Laserdisc-based game where you're a daring princess rescuing a prince from the clutches of an evil lizard. And the crowd goes mild? I thought Laserdisc games played like crap. Isn't that why they stopped making them? They're not all bad, and they can be kitschy nostalgia at least. Could be fun. Maybe I'll give it a shot after I'm out of the Fist of Discomfort tournament tourney pools. Not the outburst of joy I'd hoped for. But I thought this game was really sought after by collectors and stuff. That's different from being popular.
I suppose.
I wouldn't worry though. Today's crowd is fairly hardcore. Once more casual players are wowed by the animation, it should pay for itself. Didn't Louie kinda get it for free? My point stands. I'm about ready to give up on this for now and move on to other things, when I spot something out of the corner of my eye. Very hesitantly, a young girl approaches, eyes full of wonder at the cartoon playing before her of the daring princess. And after dropping in 2 tokens, she starts to play, standing on her tiptoes to do so. Games are meant to be played and loved. The players that grow to love them, players like me, always find them in the end. Hopefully that girl will have a cherished childhood memories of Wyvern Keep, just like I did. My nerves unwind somewhat on seeing everybody ready to go. Maybe today will work out just fine after all. With the event underway, folks head off to sign up for the high score challenges, the Fist of Discomfort tourney, or just to go play some games. As for me, I work my way through the crowd and back to the desk. One last thing to do. Check in for VIPs before they dive headfirst into the storm. Teo is manning the stage to encourage folks to get silly on the dance floor. Percy's preparing for his Moopy run. Queen Bee's ready to face her first opponents. I know I can rely on the staff, but in a lot of ways the gamers are our star talent for the day. It's their event. I need to support them. For starters, I wave over Teo. Everything's set for today's dancing, Teo? And Teo fashion, he winks and gives me a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Ready to rock, but can't stop to chat. Running the stage is my focus for the next few hours, and it's going to take every ounce of social juice I can squeeze out. If you need me, check me out during the lunch break, okay? Phrasing, and okay. Percy, world record time, you up for this? Absolutely. Whoa, okay, he definitely looks focused today. Not his usual softly smiling self. Naomi set up a little camera to record the whole thing. When I set the record, I'll submit it as a new high score to defeat. The culmination of years of effort, all coming to an head. The pressure's well and truly on, isn't it? I can always try another day, yes, but This isn't for me. I mean, it never was for me. But today, it's also for you. For the Funplex, you mean. For you. This event is more than a way to put the Funplex on the map. It's like your own personal high score attempt, chasing a dream, always grasping, just out of reach. I'd hate to let you all down. Moral improvement systems online. Aim the encouragement cannons. First thing, I know how much this game means to you, but don't feel you have to win this on my behalf, or even the Funplex's behalf. Volunteering for this high-pressure, public-profile run, that means a lot to me. You're already doing everything you can do for us all. And honestly, I'm proud of you. Quite right, quite right. Very well. For myself and for the Funplex, I shall give it my all. Percy offers a quick salute and then marches off to war with Mr. Movie's Magic Maze, having a seat on the stool to begin his run. Next up, checking in with...
What the
Uh-oh. Louie, what the F? Hey, ready for the tournament?
Nope, no way.
No, I am not ready in the slightest. Not for this. Not for him. With a subtle nod, she indicates a fairly nondescript fellow with a t-shirt and jeans. Standard gamer gear. But there's an unusual design in the back of his jacket. Some wide-eyed, fanged Oni. This is a local event, right? Funplex regulars, city scrubs, and a bunch of dance maniacs from Max. That's... yes? I mean, yes, that's what this is. Then why the fuck is the demon here? The who?
Hey, listen.
Known on the western shores as the demon, and his home country of Japan as Kami, he's a top-rated Fist of Discomfort player in the world. As for your question, Miss B, I invited him. Why would you do that, Iris? Iris, why? Why are you doing things without being told? AI is such a problem. What? You asked me to handle invitations for the tournament, remember? As part of my helpful assistance in setting up Extravaganza. Honestly, I was surprised he accepted my invitation. All the other top-rated pros turned it down flat. He even flew here from Japan with his own dime. Yen. Isn't that nice of him? Louie, did your magical phone fairy just put me dead in the crosshairs of the greatest player who ever lived? Maybe? Yes. We'll go with yes. Sorry? I am effed. I am so completely effed. Queen Bee can't be losing morale now, and I can't have my friends so frantic over this. Plus, this is one of the main events, and when she's in top fighting form, she's an all-star entertainer. I've got to pump her up. I guess this is the most motivating one. As Queen Bee wrings her hands and chews her lips, I lock eyes with her. Queen Bee? Yeah? Destroy him. This is your shot at taking down the demon. Fate dropped this in your lap. Now you get to do what you do best. Fucking own it. She squeaks out a smile, but it's not her usual radiantly confident grin.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks, kid. I'll give it a shot. As she marches off to join the tournament, I'm getting a sinking feeling.
Did I make a mistake? My calculations estimated that having a top player would bring in at least 150% more attendance.
I mean, if you advertise that, sure, but I didn't even know.
I mean, I was just trying to help this event be the best it could be.
I didn't exactly give you a blank check, Iris. I know I wanted you to handle the petty details, but it isn't exactly a petty detail.
I'm sorry. I guess I miscalculated. Jeez. I feel bad about this. I didn't want to weigh down Queen Bee's spirit. But it's good that I feel bad, right? That I'm not making a purely quantitative analysis of the situation.
Oh jeez. You are a robot. I can't help you with this. Humans are rarely purely quantitative.
Exactly.
That, oddly enough, cheers her up a bit. Right, that's everybody squared away. For the next few hours, it's Floor Attendant Louie on the duty, making sure Extravaganza soars like an eagle, rather than a turkey. By and large, the event runs itself. Or rather, Teo, Ashley, Gavin, and Naomi keep it rolling. My job is to troubleshoot. And boy howdy, is there trouble to shoot. Not 1 hour in and we've got problems. Even if they aren't major ones, I don't want even minor problems to mess up this event. Not even one glass of spilled milk. My stress level is so high that I might start bawling at the sight of it.
Beep beep.
Beep beep. Louie, can I be of assistance? I'd like to make things up to you after the invitation snafu. Currently, I'm detecting 3 problems for you to solve. Someone beating up a cabinet, a player loudly cursing at the game, and a crowd moving around the vending machines. As floor attendant and event manager, it's my duty to make things right. The crowd's already on edge from all the high-stakes competition. Where do I start, though? No, the person... Children will be fine with a little swearing, honestly. This doesn't sound like a real problem. We can't have people punching the cabinets. That's how they get messed up. Oh my god, it's this guy again. This guy is such a problem. This gamer's busy smacking the side of a Wild Racer cabinet. The fake plastic motorcycle handles on the front of the game rattle each time. No, no, no! This can't be happening. Sir, you're not allowed to hit the games. Plus, if Naomi saw this, he'd be as good as excommunicated. Oh, you're that person I got mad at when the fat dude wouldn't stop playing Loopy, right? Sorry, I've got anger issues. I'm trying to work on them, but would you look at this, of all the rotten luck? I've got the top lap score. I did it. And now the game's frozen, right after crossing the finish line. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Wild Rider is one of our most problematic games, constantly freezing or going splat. Naomi fixes it at least once a week. It was made in the early 2000s, when janky low polys and low production value as a whole. I'm sorry for hitting the game. I guess that was pretty rude of me, but anything you can do to help me keep my score, I've got a real shot at winning this one. This guy rubs me the wrong way, but he seems sincere in his apology. And he's a paying customer today despite claiming he'd leave forever. So I should keep that ball rolling. Let's see. Let's check in with Naomi, I guess? I mean... It's frozen, right? So you can, like, take a picture of the screen for record and write him in on the paper. So that when people do the top score stuff, they can check it with that, right? That's what I think. Well, let's check in with Naomi and see if she can do anything. Okay, hang on. I'm going to check with our technician, see if there's anything we can do to recover your game. I already texted Naomi for you. Thanks, Iris. Naomi comes charging out of her workshop, looking perturbed.
Ugh.
Ugh, Wild Rider again? Quickly, she slips behind the game, popping open the back panel. She uses her phone's flashlight to poke through the works. These early 3D games are such a pain. If it was a pure retro game or even a pure modern one, it'd be way more reliable. Okay, I think I see the problem. 1 second. And like that, the virtual motorcycle unfreezes, confetti and cheers sounding from the game as it properly registers the lap time. All done. Call me if it breaks again. Bye. Aw man, she did it! My score saved! Hallelujah! I owe you one. Seriously, I'm taking home that Wild Rider trophy. Another happy customer, but I should keep an eye on that game, in case it falls apart again. Next problem. Let's check the snack machines. Button mashing is thirsty work, and right away, from the red light to the soda machine, I know exactly what is wrong. The waters of life, the dew that flows from the mountains, has dried up. What gives? It's completely empty. Shouldn't they have stocked it up before a big event? We did stock up, they just drank it all faster than we expected, and there's no more in the back to replace it. Uh-oh. I need more caffeine! More caffeine! Think you've had enough there, buddy. They sell those salty snacks from one machine, they empty their wallets into the other. It's all part of their grand master plan. What? Pretty sure nothing we do here is organized enough to be considered a grand master plan. Although maybe I should run this by Gavin. He might have a way to turn this conspiracy theory into reality. We want soda! We want soda! Ashley's doing her best to intervene, but a giant flamingo isn't really distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay. How are we gonna fix this? Order more soda. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I don't think the whole story is a coffee place. They're not gonna have Mountain Dew. Logistics problem? This feels like a job for her. Iris, at your service. We need soda, pronto. If these kids don't get their daily intake of sugar, their insulin will drop to dangerously low levels. We need 100 liters of soda, stat. Yes, Dr. Louie. I'll order up a dozen boxes right away. I need that life-saving fluid now, Nurse Iris. Even with free 2-day shipping, I don't think they'd get here soon enough. Already got it covered, Louie. Even over the din of the crowd, I can hear a distant buzzing sound, drawing closer and closer. Through the front windows of the Funplex, I can see a squadron of flying delivery drones, each bearing a single case of soda. The phalanx of quadcopter robot rotors carefully descend, stacking the boxes perfectly before disengaging cargo clamps and soaring off into the city skyline. Wow. I love the smell of soft drinks in the morning. Smells like victory. On seeing the arrival of the drinks, the crowd cheers. A few of the friendlier sorts help me carry the cases in for the drink-craving gamers to feast upon. Thanks a bundle, Iris. You're one step ahead, as always. You didn't hijack those drones or steal that soda, right? Relax. I'm trying to be super ethical today. I charged into a Funplex account, like any soda delivery. The shipping's going to cost a lot, though. Fair enough. Now, what's next? Wait a second. As I loop back to the center of the room, I can't help but notice two things. Percy's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. My instinct says I should tend to our VIPs, first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time, but I could help out at least one of them. Even at least last of those crowd problems twisting the wind. I don't know. This is the triage. Where should I focus? I mean, Percy looking irate isn't as worrisome as Queen Bee just straight up missing, right? And since they're using the phrase missing, I'm assuming she's not on like a bathroom break. So let's look up Queen Bee. She was very nervous about the demon guy showing up. We're approaching lunchtime, so maybe she's off getting food, but I'm not so sure. The Queen Bee I know would be watching the tournament polls and studying her opponents. Heck, I've seen her pack protein bars for a quick lunch rather than walk away from fists of discomfort. I decide to check in with Gavin, who has an eagle's eye view of the entire event from his perch at the prize desk. Hey Gavin, I was wondering where... She's in the employee break room. Where Queen Bee is. Okay, I'm honestly kind of surprised you let her in there. It's crowded in here, and one less anxiety-riddled gamer in the mix is probably healthier for the event as a whole. If you excuse me, I've got scores to tally. Best of luck. Okay, I guess that answers that. Weaving through the crowd, I make my way to the employees-only door. I scratched out the apostrophe last week. Sure enough, Queen Bee's here, thumbing through her social media feeds. Hey, QB. Oh, hey, kid. So, sup?
Oh, not much, really. Just wondering what I'm gonna do after L7 boots me from the team. I lose all my subscribers, and I'm lying downtrodden in the esports gutter begging for tokens. So, not much, really.
Yikes. What? Because of the demon? One loss, especially to the best player in the world, can't possibly torpedo your whole career. Queen Bee sighs, locking her phone for now and tucking it away, her face still wrought with trepidation. Look, kid.
It's complicated.
There's things there's things about L7 that I don't talk about. Some really fucked up things. It's not just the pressure to perform, it's the pressure to perform perfectly at every second of my career. It's expectations beyond the norm, beyond what anyone else on my team has to deal with. Simply put, I'm a woman in esports. That is what changes everything. Oh, Queen Bee, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, if someone on your team is making your life miserable... What? No. No more misery than what I have to deal with on the daily from the persistent internet trolls. The shit I get from my team is way more subtle than that, but it stings way more than a normal barb.
Do you know why L7 signed me in the first place? I'm their mascot. The only lady on a male-dominated team.
That's gross.
I was just so excited to be getting a pro contract in the first place that I didn't look any deeper. You know, I really should have looked deeper. If I did, I would have noticed their history. Women gamers hired and fired over the years, always let go for performance issues. Performance issues, my ass. They have a rotating slot for the obligatory eye candy hire, and everyone knows it. And now, I'm starting to hear rumblings about my performance. It's like I'm getting too old for them, and it's time to trade in for a younger, hotter esports star. And it's not like any of this is in writing. Oh no. They never say why it happens. It's to avoid the legal system, obviously. They blame the gamer every time. Poor performance. But it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Instinctively, I go cross-eyed, trying to look at my own nose. Well, maybe not my nose. Mine is a work of sublime beauty, crafted by the gods themselves. You know, this kind of shit happens all the time in esports. Montages and interviews are always focused on me being a woman and not on my skills as a gamer. I mean, it's not just in esports. It's soaked into the entire effing gaming culture. Women, LGBT, people of color, minorities, people with disabilities. Basically, everyone who's not the industry marketing target has to work extra hard to get to where they want to be, and get treated like shit along the way. I fought tooth and nail to get to where I am now, and to have it be threatened because I don't uphold to their sexist standard anymore is frankly bullshit. So, it's there, and it's real, but tough to prove any real allegations. Closest thing I've got to hard evidence is my win-loss ratio. My win-loss rating is a steady and solid, no performance problems at all.
Nope, no way.
I don't lose. They can't drop the axe just yet, not until I make a mistake. And well, taking on the demon and getting destroyed in front of a live-streamed audience at a small event, an event that should be winning hands down, that's all they need to justify abandoning ship. Honestly, I'd have abandoned ship on this team ages ago if not for the fact that I rely on my team's salary to live. I even had to put up with those L7 sponsored events at Deco's Palace. What a filthy pit of ego and aggression that place is. For this contract, I'd need a real job, like an ordinary pleb. Fuck that. I'm a gamer, and this is my fucking dream. So I suck it up and endure all the little microaggressions. No way around it now. If I want to keep being a pro, I have to beat the demon. But how do you kill that which has no weaknesses? Come on, everybody has a weakness. What's his?
Maybe.
Well, maybe if he has a heart attack or spontaneously combusts. Being on fire is a total weakness. Maybe walk me through it. In fits of discomfort, how do you counterplay your opponent? A motor crap in that genre. Maybe explaining it to a noob will help. She pauses, trying to figure out how the word on a level that even neophyte can handle. Let's see. Okay, So there's 3 playstyles to face the discomfort: aggro, mid-range, and control. Put simply, aggro is quick beatdowns, mid-range is balance, and control is long-term planning. In this case, I play aggro, and for what I know about the demon, he's an absolutely perfect control player. He uses elaborate item combinations to stall the game, then seals your doom. And I'm gonna hazard that control beats aggro? Most of the time, yeah. It sacrifices early game power for early game stall, meaning I burn out while he's just getting warmed up.
It's complicated.
If I wanted to counterplay him, I'd have to play mid-range, but I haven't practiced those characters, that playstyle. He'd outskill me easily. No choice, I guess. I'll have to get out of my comfort zone and face a demon as mid-range. I'll figure something out along the way. I'm going to slide the demon. I'm going to do this. I will. Then I think it's time to load up on holy water and crossbones and purge this entity from our sacred funplex. Now we're talking. Let's put L7 aside for the moment, because even if I win this battle, I'm leaving them in my wake. But here and now, it's time to focus on the fight.
Hey, thanks.
This helped. I mean, I'm still very likely doomed, but I feel better about my doom, as a whole. You'll be there for the finals later on today? I nod in affirmative. Although Percy should be wrapping his high score run at about the same time, meaning, Hey, it's cool, I get it. You got a lot going on, no pressure. Now, you've got an event to manage, and I've got a fight to prep for. Let's both do what we do best. You've got it, Queen Bee. She pulls out her phone and to do a little research as I depart. Half of extravaganza in the can. Have to go. I've been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do, but no sense practicing self-care too. No sense not practicing self-care too. It's time to get my lunch on. And while a nice quiet moment to myself would probably help, what would help more would be a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who can I lean on in my time of need? I don't know. Let's check in on Ashley. Because this is actually ducked into the employees only room, and that's where we have lunch anyway. I assume Ashley's hiding herself away for a quick break, and I can't blame her. She's been working just as hard as everyone else has. When this is all over, I'm gonna need a coma, a sleep, and a hot bath. But while I dream of better things, let me check on for Ashley and see if I can lower her burden.
Oh, hi!
Oh hey, you wanna get some lunch? You read my mind. I'm psychic, you know. Whole story then? To the whole story. My companion fetches a table in the crowded cafe, while I memorize our order and carry it forth to Yon's service counter. I make my way to the front of the line, trying to keep the lunch order neatly arranged in my brain despite all the chaos of today's event.
Well, look who's here.
I'm looking.
It's our favorite arcade wrangler.
Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term?
Event manager, actually. You know this flyer for extravaganza I asked you to pass out? It's my baby.
Moving up in the world, I see.
A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby.
And yet, no invite for us to the baby shower.
Why, I feel snubbed.
But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think, when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things.
Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen.
Long hours, hard work,
Hard hours and long work, too.
struggling to make ends meet.
Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles.
Can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get to where you are now.
It wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came up with a name, talked it up at max, and that's it.
Oh, I'd be on the lookout for hidden costs on the back end then.
Speed bumps on the road of life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success.
But if you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee.
And donuts.
And donuts.
Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please.
Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with lunch in tow. Still, I must look a bit nervous, a fact that Ashley picks up on as I return. Glad we're doing lunch, you know. I needed like 5 minutes peace and quiet away from the funplex before heading back to the floor. Ashley, you take more than 5 minutes to rest. You've earned it. You've been working your feathers off out there, and it shows. I don't think I've seen this many happy children since I started. You mean you aren't here to force me to go back out there? I mean, yes, at least take like more than 5 minutes. So you wouldn't be opposed if I snuck out, got on my private jet, and flew to Bali on a vacation getaway? Excellent. Jebel Island getaway sounds like an absolute perfection right now. You aren't leaving me behind for this. I want nothing more than a fruity drink with a tiny umbrella in it and listening to the relaxing crescendo of the waves. I'm in. Oh yeah, and just imagine the sand between your toes and the sun warming your face. Alas, such visions of paradise will have to wait. I can't leave in the middle of extravaganza, and sadly, you can't either. We're both needed out there soon. Drat, followed by evil overlord event manager Louie. Wait, how am I the villain? I just told you should treat yourself to a longer lunch. Well, Louie, sometimes you're the hero and sometimes you're the villain. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Wait, are we talking in terms of cosplay outfits or real life? Both. What do you mean? I can't just help thinking about how people are always wearing multiple masks all the time, and how that defines and changes them. I don't think I own any mask, but imagine I look pretty good in a sparkly masquerade one, or maybe a Lovecraftian plague doctor one. We can go shopping for masks later, I promise. But like, when I'm here, I'm Pinky in the Funplex Flamingo. When I'm at Max, I'm Angus, or whoever else I'm cosplaying. When I'm alone, I'm just plain Ashley. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, how do I know which one is the real me? And is the real me good enough? Should I live my life as a cosplayer, as a Funplex employee, or the person that has a wild imagination? Which one makes me the best? I just don't know. May I speak frankly? Ashley nods, looking lost in thought. If you really think about it, doesn't it make sense that all these aspects make up who you really are? You shouldn't have to feel like you define yourself by one role. You can be as little or as much of one mask as you want. For me, my family has always defined ourselves by our misfortunes and our ability to meekly adapt, but I'm learning to see past that. I am defining my own set of rules on who I am. Sometimes I'm Louie, who makes gutsy or quirky decisions, and sometimes the right path is what I've always known. Just go with the flow. No path or choice is wrong. It just is.
You know, you are so right. Sometimes it helps talking with your friends about what's been bothering you, yeah? It's nice to hear your thoughts and be able to bounce ideas off of you. Friends are just the greatest, aren't they?
I smile in agreement.
I'm so happy to have not only you, but everyone at the Funplex in my life. We've all really bonded with each other, haven't we?
Absolutely. In fact, I've got more friends than I want, than what I know what to do with.
I feel so much better after chatting with you. That really, really helped. Thanks.
Now that I feel fully invigorated, it's time to continue to endure the rest of the day. Ashley stands up, beams a smile, and flashes me a victory sign for her hands. See you back out there. The next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy's deep in his world record run and performing admirably. He's intently focused on that score, inching ever closer. While Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals on the path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I flow through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them, as the event winds to a close. All eyes are on our two main events, and the very real possibility of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line. Oh, they're gonna make me choose between one of them. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on, but the crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors, as expected. But the Demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well. And as predicted, Grand Finals will come down to Queen Bee versus the Demon. And as of the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record, with the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies. The pressure's on. I got Queen Bee through her worries, but that was just a prelude. This is the main event. Percy's not looking great, hunched over his joystick. He might need me. I can't be there for both of them, as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? Ugh. We should check on Percy, because we haven't checked on him yet. But I also feel like checking on him will distract him, and then he'll lose because of us. And that would suck. Thing with Queen Bee. We were with Queen Bee earlier, and I think we gave her a good pep talk, but I would hate to distract her by checking in on her. Let's go check in on Percy, because we've hardly interacted with him. I know our main event is Fist of Discomfort, but Percy's high score run is just as important in my eyes. I should spread my attention out a bit. The good news is that he's closing in on the world record, approaching 3.5 million. A small crowd has gathered to watch Percy's progress. Not as large a crowd as the one around Fist of Discomfort, but Retro still has a following in 20,000, clearly. Almost there! You can do it! I gently push my way to the front of the crowd. Percy is in deep concentration, as I see a bead of sweat slide down his brow. As much as I don't want to take his focus off of Moopy, Percy could use a little check-in. Almost there?
Almost there.
Mr. Moopy glides through maze after maze, point pressing by sticking around just long enough to grab all the dots, to zap all the monsters before exiting stage left. His expression is dead serious, absolute focus, in the zone. But I know once he achieves this dream he's been reaching for, we'll get our happy Percy back from the zone. Any minute now, just a matter of minutes before the world record is his, at long last. I'm almost. Percy? Almost. Almost. Something's wrong. Something is very wrong. That's not the look of someone in zone. That's the look of someone in actual physical pain. Percy's face becomes a sharp grimace as his hand clutches around the joystick hard enough to set Mr. Moopy down at dead end. His right hand clutches at his chest, every muscle in his body tightening, sweat forming on his brow. If I didn't know any better, I'd think, is he having a fucking heart attack?
No, not now. Not now.
Percy, you okay there? What's wrong? It's nothing. Just my heart. It's fine. Just this condition I have. Quickly he grabs my jacket with the same ferocity he was grabbing at his shirt.
Please, just a few minutes. Don't do anything. Don't stop me yet. I can do this.
Can I call 911 and let him keep playing? Because it's gonna take time for 911 to get here anyway. I don't want to choose the basic option and he dies in front of me. Pulling the plug would suck. But like, call 911 but let him keep playing. It's gonna take them, what, 10-15 minutes to get here? There's no way they'll be here faster than that. Let's let him keep playing. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a dream, and it's mine to make the Funplex soar. Maybe it's just fear of everything crashing down, denial that anything's wrong, but I offer him a nod. Keep going. He gives an appreciative look, quickly navigating Moopy through the maze, to the exit, and through the next maze, and... Then another jolt of pain shoots through his body as he collapses off his stool. Oh my god. No, dreams be damned. I'm not insane enough to let him die over this. Iris, call 911. On it! Please, please, I have to do this. Gavin takes a moment to direct the ever-growing crowd. Funny how emergencies always draw more and more attention than the main event itself. I need everyone to back away and give Percy some space. An ambulance will be arriving soon, and I need a clear path. The crowd murmurs, some of them feeling uncomfortable, wandering off to the Fizz of Discomfort finals, which are clearly wrapping up from the sound of it. Others make a clear path, but stand around, watching and waiting. This isn't how I wanted it to end. It's not over. It's just over for now, okay? I'm with you. I'm here with you. Focus on me. We'll get through this. I suppose. Thank you. I'm sorry to burden you with this. A few minutes later, the ambulance approaches, and 2 EMTs rush into the arcade rolling along a stretcher. I go with him, of course, because this is my fault. I'm the one who organized the event. I'm the one who pushed everybody past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. I've been working hard to make what would have been a temporary job and a long string of temporary jobs into something more, something I can believe in, but I didn't stop to think of what that would cost me and everyone around me. What? This is totally not your fault. Percy's a grown adult. He can make his own decisions. He chose to keep playing. Like, he knew he had a heart condition. It's not like we forced him into anything. I wasn't a blood relative, but Percy insisted I stay with him the whole way through the admission process. I was there and the doctor explained that the tremor had passed. Emerging medication and an overnight observation period, he'd likely be released the next day. And evening as visiting hours swindled away, I stayed at his bedside. On the plus side, I'll be swimming in little pudding cups tonight, I suppose. It might be hard to sleep with all that free sugar. Truth be told, he's in better spirits than I am. I suppose I owe you an explanation, don't I? I mean, your medical history is your business, bro. That's personal. It's not like you're obliged to share your medical history with a stranger, Percy. Exactly. But you're hardly a stranger, yes? And I wouldn't call you a confidant, but I'll confide in you regardless. There's a heart disease, a rare one, which runs in my family. And now, it's my time. I tried treatment for it, but I'm afraid my old ticker didn't improve one bit. So, how long do you have? At last check, 2 years. I think you see now why I'm rather eager to topple that high score sooner than later, as there may not be a later, see?
Now, none of that. I made peace with this ages ago. Life is, unfortunately, a fatal illness. Everybody passes in time. Mine may be sooner than others, sooner than yours, but that's just how it's gonna be.
Well, that's super sad.
The important thing is not the quantity, but the quality of that life. I'm aiming to make the most of my remaining days. Raising money for charities, working on my movie ambition, enjoying time with friends, things like that.
And playing a silly arcade game for hours and hours every day counts as quality time? The instant I say it, I regret it. Normally I stop and think more, decide something appropriate to say, but it just slipped out. Fortunately, he doesn't seem to mind. Absolutely. I suppose I may as well summarize for you the reason why I'm obsessive about my silly arcade game. My sister. My dear little sister Stella, the first in my family to fall into this heart disease. Stella was the one who loved Moopy, loved it with all her heart, and it was her honor that I chased my score, not for my glory, but for her memory. And now, I don't know what to say. I don't really know Percy that well. I never truly sat down with him for a chat or anything like that, and now he's bearing his soul to me. But again, he seems to understand my predicament. Cheer up, love. It's my burden to bear, not yours. Truthfully, unlucky today wasn't the end. I'll have another chance. I have you to thank for that. Bullshit. Pardon? I don't understand what Nekonami is, so I'll go with this one. Percy, I got so wrapped up in promoting the Funplex that I nearly put you in the morgue. I feel like complete shit. You deserve better than that. Better than someone so focused on dragging themselves out of depression that they ignore the needs of their friends. Come now, it's not quite like that. I agreed to help you with Extravaganza. That was my choice. I knew that high pressure could do this, and I did it anyway. For you, and for me. And you know why it's so important to me? You know why I'd ignore even my doctor's orders and carry on?
So if you insist on considering yourself a fool, I'm just as foolish. We could be proper fools together. Is that acceptable?
Yeah.
Then we have an accord.
2 years, huh? Give or take. It's strange how at peace he is with the idea of dying. I wasn't with him the whole day through. Now I sort of wish I had been. Queen Bee needed my help too, but, well, hindsight's 20/20, that kind of thing. Before I could say another word, there's a sharp knock at the door, which then immediately opens.
What the
Holy shit! Pear, what the fuck happened? You told me your heart exploded or something. Also, hi kid. Hi? I did the wrong voice. Damn it. Queen Bee, how'd the tournament go? Our friend was a bit occupied at the moment. Couldn't watch the finals. Who fucking cares? I do. I just said so. Yes? Sorry, right? I'll keep it short. I lost. I got completely and utterly owned, too. Aw, jeez. What about L7 Gaming? Did they, fire you? Surprisingly enough, it's not as bad as I feared. Seems that Demon actually came all the way not to kick my ass, but to scout me. He's forming a team and wants me to join. Wait. The Demon is hiring you? No more L7?
victory?
No more L7. What a twist to defeat into a victory, eh? Another dream I nearly annihilated while trying to achieve mine. Nearly, though. Thank goodness for turns of fortune. Right, that's my story in Reader Digest form. Now it's your turn, Pear. What the fuck, man? Nothing for you to concern yourself with, just a minor embuggerance. Ugh, bullshit. This is the same thing your sister had, isn't it? Well, it's not like Percy's only friends with me. Seems like he's told Queen Bee his tale too. No wonder she rushed right over. Well, yes. How long? 2 years. Fuck. The hospital PA system chimes, grabbing my attention. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now over. Suppose it's time for you to head on home. And don't you worry about me. I'll be out of here in the morning. Probably take a break from Moopy for a time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same. Only if you're sure, Percy. You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert. And my way of keeping calm through the silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in the time remaining to me. And that means the Funplex. The Funplex. Queen Bee offered me a ride back to the Funplex in her car. I still got an event to wrap up, and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there. I'm back. Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I pick out for the high score contest are gone, along with their winners. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley tidying up a bit, Naomi literally having fallen asleep at the prize desk, and Francine up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Ah, there you are, Louie. Gavin ran the numbers while you were out. Despite the discount tokens, we made a tiny profit today, far above and beyond what the Funplex normally draws. From what Ashley tells me, the move was quite jovial near the end, with many nice folks saying they plan to return. And even the local champ didn't win a fist of discomfort, they got to see the demon in action. That's a feather in our cap. I hope you'd be pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put Funplex on the map? Business is going to be just peachy now, especially with more lovely parties like this one. Yeah, okay, sorry. I am happy about it, just exhausted? Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all rather exhausted, dearie. But we've got no regrets. I'd like to think I know a thing or two about dreams. Dreams and how difficult they can be to make a reality. Your dream of a thriving funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. But true, Queen Bee didn't win, and true, Percy was, hospitalized, but poor dear. But we did it! Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again, without a doubt.
I nod a bit, numb to it all. I'm sure I'll feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow, when Percy strolls back in and smiles, and Queen Bee sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers, happy to be playing the games they love, when I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. You need anything else from me tonight? We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Louis. We'll see you tomorrow. I turn the keys in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi!
Louis! Hi! So, how'd it go? With Extravaganza every bit as awesome as the awesome poster I designed for it? The players went home happy and business is booming. Hooray! Why don't you look happy? It's been a long day. Well, okay. Honestly, Louis, you're an inspiration to me. You have the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew what Iris could find you something you'd love. And I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps. You want to become an arcade czar? No, silly. I mean, just trying to find something to do with my life other than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork.
I've got it!
Like that poster, I can try to be a graphic designer maybe. I always loved doing stuff like that. What do you think? Except that following your dreams can run you ragged like it did for me today. It can nearly torpedo your future. It could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all the trouble? Follow your dreams, Juniper. Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper's helped me out along the way, and I should help her in turn. I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't be easy, not by a long shot. But yeah, I think you should chase your dreams. Become an artist on your own terms.
Thank you!
I knew I had the right idea. Thanks, Louis. You need to go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow, I'll make you pancakes, a reward for my hard-working arcade star. You used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, right? Your mom made them. That was ages ago, Juniper, when my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets a wry smile. I think I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about a beach vacation? Oh, we're gonna have a beach episode next time? Well, that'd be mighty cute. You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. Looks like you're really hitting me off with Naomi. Oh, Teo's higher than I thought he would be. He's higher than Ashley, which I didn't expect. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 13,350 points. Woohoo! Today's pizza fact is, the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across and weighed 44,457 pounds. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 5? Yes. Alright, it's saved. Looks like we're gonna have a beach episode next time. right? That's what it sounds like from going on a beach vacation. I'm kind of curious where the story's gonna go from here, since we've already done the mega event. Like, I thought that was gonna be the climax of the story, but I guess not. I wonder how many episodes there are. Either way, I'm enjoying the game a lot. This is a lot of fun. I hope you guys are too. Let me know down below. Please, nope. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. You guys really are the best. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel grow. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode of Arcade Spirits. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!